Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another short board game unboxing. This is a game we just recently picked up from, I believe it was Game Nerds, I believe. It's a game called Glasgow, and it's a two-player game, as you can see, just solely two-player. It's by Lookout Games, and it's by Mandela Fernandez Grandin. So let's take a look at it real quick. This will be a short unboxing. So today Glasgow is the biggest city in Scotland, the third biggest in the United Kingdom. Since the 18th century, the city of Glasgow saw great reconstructuring. Merchants of the area took the lead in developing what became modern Glasgow, one of the first grid-planned cities in Europe. In this competitive game for two players, you play as one of those merchants, brokering contracts at the docks and buying real estate with the hope of having the greatest contribution to the new city of Glasgow. So this is a game for two players, as we said, about 30 minutes long. It's ages 10 and above, 2020, 2021 Lookout Games. And basically what it is we're just going to be setting up different tiles in a circular grid here, and we're going to be going around the track and collecting resources, building buildings, and in the middle here we're going to be building a I think it's a 4x4 grid, I want to say, in there, and we're going to be scoring points depending upon where we place different building tiles, parks, things like that, and whoever scores the most points is going to be the winner, as in most of these types of games. It's really strategic, super fast gameplay, so it's got good fun per minute. So without further ado, let's open it up and see what's inside. So alright. Alright, not too much inside of this one. Okay. Alright, and so you have your player pieces here and different other things. Resources, I think. Yep. Now these are stone, but they look like brick, but they're stone actually in the game. And these are iron. So again, we're collecting stone, iron, gold. And then these are the different player meeples here. They're wooden. These are all wooden pieces. And I believe there's a whiskey barrel in here. Yeah, whiskey barrel. Just kind of like a wild resource. But that's it, basically. It's just iron, gold, stone, which looks like brick, iron, and gold, and then a wild whiskey resource. So not too much as far as components go in this game. Again, only two player colors, so just blue and green. Some more bags here, which are always nice to see. And here are the instructions. The instructions are pretty simple. It's just let's see what we got here. Looks like I got one of those fold-out instruction things here. So it looks like it's just 6 pages long. On the back is endgame and scoring. How do you do that? The different types of building, just shops, parks, train station, tenements, landmarks, and it shows how many of each one there are too. So you can kind of tell what buildings are coming out, and banks. And each one will produce a resource or get victory points, that kind of stuff. And so it gives the basic setup here. So as you can see, it's just a circular setup here. These are the player boards here, which you're going to be collecting resources. I believe you can only have a certain amount of resources, yet you can only have 5 stone, 4 iron, 3 gold, and then there's only 1 of the whiskey barrel in there. And basically you're just going to be going around the track here, and basically the player that's behind, in this case it'll be the green player in this case, whoever's behind will go until they get ahead of the other player. You can't have 2 people on the same tile unless it's got 2 spaces, which this one does. It's a building space, but these right here can only have 1 person on them. And so yeah, so it's kind of like Nova Luna, I think it is, and there are a few other ones where as long as you're behind, you keep on going. But however, you can skip ahead to if you have the resources for something to get ahead and to build buildings too ahead of your opponent. So there's a lot of strategy as far as that goes, and how far ahead you want to go, because that will give the other player a whole bunch of moves before you to collect resources. So yeah, so that's it right there. It's just like I say, a victory point game. We're trying to become the best merchant in Glasgow. Course of the play, yeah, just basically all it is move along the river and carry out the tile action. Pretty simple. So these show the different types of tiles here. So collecting stone, collecting iron, collecting 2 iron there. I mean, sorry, 2 stone, an iron and a stone, a gold piece, and then the wild whiskey token there, which again can be used for anything. Then special tiles right here, which you gain a choice of whatever resource you want. Discard all buildings from an architect of your choice and replenish that architect. Turn a building from the draw pile face up and either pay the depicted costs and build it. So yeah, so these are the different merchants you're gonna buy the buildings from. Choose one of the depicted conversions. So this allows you to trade resources. So it's just any number of times. This is a select a factory in the city grid and immediately activate the factory. And do nothing while you land on this. The next tile you land on when leaving this will be activated twice. So this allows you the next tile ahead will be activated twice. Okay, so different tiles there. And I think there's a certain amount of tiles that get left out every game too. So there's a variability there in the order they come out and the tiles that are in the game. Let's see here. So let's see, this was 3. So, sorry, 4. And then this one is 5 right here, which is landing on an architect tile. What you do. Placement rules, factories. And then again, the end game is scoring, which we went over there. So it's a pretty simple game, not much to it. Just show you the player boards here. The player boards are, it's like heavy cardboard here, thick cardboard. So that's it, just with your resources. And again, it shows you what type and how many of each building there are. And again, you can only have as many resources here as they shows. 5 stone, 4 iron, 3 gold, and then 1 wild whiskey token. And I think, does it, oh yeah, a female on one side and a male on the other. So, and again, just 2 players. So there's just 2 player boards. And then here are your punch outs right here. Let's see here. Yep, so these are just the different buildings on here. Parks right here. And then it shows you the different resources you have to pay to get it, I guess to build it, and then the victory points you get, and then how that when they're activated, what they score depending upon. And again, you're going to face it towards the player that placed it. Like I would face it towards me, with my building, and the other player, if they're sitting across from me, would face it towards them. So yeah, pretty basic. Nothing much to it there. And again, here's another just more buildings and stuff. Parks. This produces resources. And yeah, and again, these are going to be the tiles that you're going to lay out right here. Again, pretty thick cardboard right there. And again, these are the builders right here, which you're going to be able to, an architect's going to be able to build buildings. So yep, that's pretty much it. Not too much to it. Right there. That's 5 victory points on the stars are victory points. And this is the trading one right here. And that is pretty much it. So just a quick unboxing here. I'm going to be playing this tonight, so that's why I wanted to get it to the table really quick. I mean, get the unboxing done. So that is it. That is Glasgow. Just a 2-player only game. No solo variant that I know of. There may be on BGG. I'm not sure. But I think it's just a solo, a 2-player game by Lookout Games and by Mandela Fernandez Grandin. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and this has just been another board game unboxing. So take care and God bless. Bye now.